Am I the asshole for cutting all contact with my family because of a prank? So I have posted a story on here before and I got some pretty good advice, so please help. Here's what happened. I, 27 female, have always had a complicated relationship with my family. They've always been the type of people who think any joke is fine as long as someone laughs, no matter who gets hurt. Over the years, I've tried to brush it off and not let it bother me so much, but this time they crossed a line I can't ignore. Recently, I achieved something big in my life. I bought my first home after saving for years. It's something I worked incredibly hard for, sacrificing vacations, nights out, and basically anything extra to make it happen. I was beyond proud of myself and excited to finally have a place to call my own. Naturally, I wanted to share this milestone with my family, even though our relationship has always been rocky. A few weeks ago, we had a family dinner to celebrate my new home. Everything seemed fine at first. They congratulated me, asked about the house, and seemed genuinely happy for me. But halfway through the night, my brother, 30 male, and sister, 25 female, handed me an envelope. They said it was a surprise to help me with my house. I opened it, and inside was what looked like a legal notice stating that my house purchase had been canceled because of a clerical error, and that it was now being sold to someone else. It even had an official-looking letterhead, my name, and the details about the house. I was in complete shock. Everyone around the table started laughing, and my brother yelled, "Gotcha!" Turns out they had faked the letter and thought it would be hilarious to see my reaction. I burst into tears, which only made them laugh harder. They even recorded the whole thing on their phones to post on social media. When I finally managed to speak, I told them how cruel this was. Buying this house was the biggest thing I'd ever done, and they turned it into a joke at my expense. Their response? Quote, "You're so sensitive. It was just a prank. Lighten up." I left the dinner early, completely heartbroken. A few days later, I decided I'd had enough. This wasn't the first time they'd pull a prank like this. Over the years, they've humiliated me countless times, once ruining a job interview outfit by quote-unquote accidentally spilling coffee on it. Another time pretending to lose my dog just to see me panic. I cut off all contact. I don't make a scene, I just stopped responding to messages, blocked them on social media, and declined invites to family events. Now I'm getting guilt-tripping messages from extended family saying I'm being selfish and tearing the family apart. My mom even left me a voicemail crying about how much she misses me and begging me to come back. But I can't bring myself to forgive them. This prank felt like the final straw, and I don't see how I can trust them again. So Reddit, am I the asshole for cutting off my family over this prank? Thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little overreacting. Like, okay. I don't want to say this too many times over this episode, but I feel like pranks, a good prank has everybody laughing. Mm-hmm. A good prank has the prankee laughing at the end of it. Mm-hmm. So, that being said, it's actually not that bad of a prank.
I do agree.
Like, it's not like
no
it's just
harm,
a fake printed
no
paper.
Permanent damage.
Right?
No, like, irreversible damage.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
There are other pranks, but this is why she feels that way. Because their previous pranks, spilling coffee on an outfit, that's not a prank. That's just being an asshole.
Yes.
Pretending to lose someone's dog, also not really a prank. That's kind of very rude, and you know what I mean? Like, that death is not something to prank about. So, no. But this actual prank, I'm like, I'm kind of on board with that. You know what I mean? Like, imagine we were like, you know, we're kind of in a similar situation where we're about to buy a property or build a house or buy a house, and like one of our family members like printed off, like your dad, like printed off a thing, like, or like when your dad helped us get the apartment, you know, if it was right around April Fool's and he like printed off a letter being like, "Oh, got bad news, here you go." Yeah. It's a prank.
Yes.
I could be on board with that. So I think if this was a vacuum, she's kind of overreacting, but this is obviously for her the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, it's a domino effect of everything that led up to this point.
Yeah, where she just have enough, and you're totally fine. My question is it says right here, my mom even left me a voicemail crying about how much she misses me and begging me to come back. Have they like gone to her house and tried to apologize in person? Have they apologized for all the pranks and everything?
Going to your house and trying to apologize in person kind of feels like an attack. It kind of feels like it's like an what's it called? Like an unprovoked. meeting. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if I prank Madison and then Madison was mad at me and then she blocked me on social media, she stopped replying to my texts and she wouldn't answer my calls, I'm going to go try to apologize in person. You have to at least try to apologize in person, I feel it. One time before you start blaming them. I don't know. I feel like a genuine in-person apology can be helpful, but it also depends on your family dynamic. So, yeah. I feel like she's full rights to be angry.
Yeah, I think this one alone, though,
maybe you're taking it too far.
A little bit, like.
But I mean, you have full rights to, you know, not talk to your family. One of you don't want to talk to your family. So this is your line?
Yeah.
If that's what you want, okay. I mean, it's your choice.
I would say like the dog one would have been.
Yeah, that would have been me, like,
done for
on
me.
that.
Yeah.
So it was like she wanted to then, and then she's like,
I'll give them one more chance.
And then so like it didn't really matter what this prank was.
Yeah.
This was gonna break it no matter what. The next prank was breaking anything.
Top comment: you're rightfully upset because it wasn't a prank. It was bullying. The "it was a joke" bullshit is something every bully does to justify humiliating people. They thought it would be fun to upset you on your big night and then take videos of it and post it on social media, and your mother is crying that she misses you. No, she had an opportunity there to rip them a new one about their behavior and about treating you with kindness and respect, and she thought it would be better to go along with the prank. You deserve better than this. I'm glad you finally decided to call into their bullying. Don't let them or any extended family members pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. I'm sorry that they couldn't just be happy for you for your achievement. Congratulations on your new home.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the other stuff is bullying.
I agree. And I don't know if it's like because of like what we do for a living and how much content that we make, but like the thought that it'd be fun to upset you on your big night and then take videos of you and post it on social media.
I think if it turned out like this, like I don't think they proceeded to post it.
Or if they did,
they
are
be an
assholes. 100%. Yes. But just them recording your reaction
isn't like,
I don't think that's the worst thing ever, but maybe we're biased because we record content, a lot of things and we make content and stuff, and then that person comes and like person says like, oh, this was not funny. It's like, oh, okay, like this is getting deleted or buried footage or whatever. It's not like, oh, they had a terrible reaction, then I'm going to rub it in by posting it on social media.
Exactly.
I don't think recording it is the worst thing because, you know, it's 2025. We record everything. I mean, you go to a sporting event or a concert and it's just people recording on their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an update that comes 4 days later. After I went no contact with my family, I thought they'd eventually accept my decision and move on, but that hasn't been the case. For the past few weeks, my brother and sister have been trying to get me to see the funny side of their prank. They've shown up at my house uninvited multiple times, banging on the door and demanding to talk to me. At first, I ignored them, but it became clear they weren't going to stop. One evening, I caught them standing outside my house with their phones out, recording themselves while yelling things like, "She can't take a joke," and "Let's see how long she can hide." It felt more like harassment than an attempt to reconcile. The final straw came when I discovered my car had been egged overnight and my security camera caught my brother and sister doing it. I confronted them through text, telling them they'd crossed a line and needed to stop. Their response? "You're so dramatic. You're gonna laugh about this one day." At this point, I realized I couldn't handle this on my own. I went to the police and filed a report for harassment. They took my statement, reviewed the footage of my security camera, and agreed that this behavior was unacceptable. My sisters were contacted and warned to stay away from me. Their reaction? More mocking messages, calling me a snitch, and accusing me of tearing the family apart. Some of my extended family members are siding with them, saying I should have just talked it out instead of involving the police. But others, especially those who have seen the footage, are horrified and fully support my decision. I feel a mix of relief and sadness. It's hard to accept that my own family could treat me this way, but I also feel safer knowing I'd taken steps to protect myself. I'm focusing on building a new life in my home and surrounding myself with people who respect and support me. To anyone out there struggling with toxic family dynamics, you're not alone, and it's okay to set boundaries to protect your peace. Thank you for giving me the strength to stand up for myself.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, when I said like go to her house and like, apologize, I meant like you go once. You go, you knock on their door, and you're like,
don't be like so demanding. Like,
Yeah.
open up the door.
you're like, hey, I just want to give you a genuine apology. I just wanted to see if you were willing to talk to me. If you're not willing to open the door, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone, and I'll try again in a month or so.
Don't harass and be condescending and being like,
She can't take a joke. See how long she can hide.
and then proceed to egg her car.
Yeah.
That's not going to make her happy with you. Like, that's not going to make her change her mind.
I was literally thinking right before you read it. I'm like, you egged my car, please. That's destruction of property.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
and I have it on my security camera. I'm dropping this off to the police.
Like these types of people think that like blood is everything and family.
They can do whatever they want.
Yes, you'll never like break that bond because we're family. Like, no, it like blood means nothing. Like, you can be a shitty person and I no longer have to talk to you because you're a shitty person.
Right.
Not because you're my brother or sister.
I'm not going to put up with you just because you're blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild. You know what would be like carbon-tastic for these people?
Your new favorite word.
Yeah. Like, they're so focused on like pranks and stuff. You know what would be a hilarious prank?
What?
Paintball guns. And wait until they exit their house. And
shoot them?
Paintball the shit out of them. It's a prank, guys. It's a prank, guys. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. It's a prank.
Yeah, but I think, like, paintball guns can actually do harm.
Yeah, an eye for an eye.
That's not harm.
The whole world goes blind.
They're not harming her physically.
Paintball guns, no, it's just paint splatters on you. Unless you
It hurts. It causes bruises.
Yeah, but that's it. It's not like a bruise, yeah.
Do you see the difference?
No, I do, but I'm just
Okay.
saying it's not that bad.
It's not the same, though.
But, like, the whole point of a paintball gun is to shoot someone with it. That's literally the whole point of the paintball gun.
I was thinking, like, maybe their house or something.
No, because that's, like, you're just doing property damage. Like, well, you'll probably get their house when you miss them, but, like, aim for them.
Okay.
I'm just saying, that's, fight fire with fire. It's not always the best situation, but they deserve it.
Sure. All right. Back to you.
I want a paintball gun now.
I don't.
Back to me.